Hello everyone. I promised a longer video about the current global economic situation. However, developments in the United States regarding mystery UFO UAP sightings made me prepare another video to tell you my opinion about what's happening in the United States. The reason why I have to make this now is that although these mystery UFO UAP sightings are occurring since 18th of November, it was last weekend, 14th and 15th of December, when it went through a break-even, when the public started feeling anger, fear, anxiety, frustration about the inactivity of the federal officials, federal governments, the military, and this also made Donald Trump intervene and tweeting on X or Twitter formerly that it is impossible that the government officials don't know what these flying objects are. And actually, Donald Trump is right, and the conflict between federal officials and local government officials may escalate further in December, and if the public demands some sort of military reaction that may even cause such a dramatic chaos in the United States that may eventually lead to cancel or delay the inauguration on the 20th of January. Maybe the Secret Service might just say that they cannot guarantee the safety of the president during the inauguration. It can happen. So before this weekend I didn't expect these events to escalate, but because I can see some anger and frustration in the US public, now it's 90% possibility. Well, however, the root cause of the fear is that these phenomena are unexplained, and when it is sustained for a longer period, yeah, it's a natural reaction. People want explanation, and when they don't get it, yeah, they become fearful and they start worrying. It's absolutely natural. However, we can decipher what it is not, and that's what I am about to tell you. Chase Hughes, one of the behavioral artists of the behavior panel, already published a short video and he argues effectively that this is a psychological operation. I agree with him on that one. However, I don't agree with him about the root cause, what may be in the background of these events. And actually, let's start first with why it is not an alien attack or extraterrestrial attack on humanity. It is pretty easy to explain. Those news that said that aliens may interfere with humanity's military capacities, especially with nuclear capacities, are right. However, when those aliens show up, they don't show up for an extensive period. No, and they just want to deter the military leaders from doing something nefarious. That's one. And these aliens never target residents or the public, because they are dealing with military leaders. They are actually protecting us. But these are the benevolent aliens. Okay, my knowledge is based on the works of Michael Salla, Stephen Greer, and one Hungarian blog, exopolitica.weebly.com. And after my readings, I can confidently say that these are not benevolent aliens. these are not malevolent aliens either, because they would not let us time to prepare for a countermeasure. No, they would show up and they would attack like Independence Day. No, they are not. So we can exclude the possibility that these are extraterrestrials. What are they then? Well, if we count that prior to 18th of November, international politics was quite turbulent. We can see a broader picture. Now let's go in chronological order. November the 5th, Donald Trump gets elected with a significantly large margin. November 11th, allegedly Joe Biden himself, although it is just reported, allows Ukraine to use long-range weapons, US weapons, against Russian targets. Now, this is an escalation of warfare in Russia. Within a couple of days, Russia responds not just with a huge missile, the Oreshnik, but also by amending their own nuclear doctrine. And this is an escalation, yeah, it involves nuclear weapons. And all these events occurred within a couple of days. And after the amendment of the Russian nuclear doctrine on 17th of November, Joe Rogan reports about a computer programmer no one knew about. 17th of November. This computer programmer is Cliff High, and allegedly he predicted in 1997 that after Joe Rogan makes an interview with Donald Trump, 39 days later there will be an alien invasion. I have no idea who this Cliff High is, whether this is true. I have no idea. But because the drones or whatever they are started showing up on the 18th of November, publishing this kind of prediction on the 17th, now that makes me feel a bit dubious. In addition to this, on the 13th of November, there was a congressional hearing in the United States where there were 4 witnesses. And one of them, Luis Elizondo, is a key figure. Michael Salla argued that when Luis Elizondo could publish his book, Imminent, Elizondo argued that yes, there were crash retrieval programs within the United States deciphering how alien technology might work. However, these were unsuccessful. But the UAPs or UFOs are real, and they interfere with the United States and its allies' nuclear capacities and military installations. And why on earth would the Congress hold a hearing on UAPs just a couple of days after the election in this interregnum period? Why would on earth would they do that? And in the hearing, Elizondo specifically said that they interfere with US nuclear capacities. Now, all these sightings in New Jersey, and now it is spreading across the whole United States, these are all occurring near nuclear sites. So practically, Elizondo was used to present this idea that UAPs may interfere with US nuclear capacities. Michael Salla warned that because Elizondo got a wide publicity, he was featured on CNN, nationwide broadcasters. That's why Salla believes that Elizondo is just a puppet for those who are orchestrating the courses of events. And I have to agree with him on this one. Yes, Luis Elizondo, a key figure, he is being used by... Now, who might use him to spread the idea? That's the $1 million question. I have an idea which goes back to 2017. Now, what is the root cause that may create such an event to create fear among the US public that may even lead to military countermeasures against these flying objects? Before the first Trump presidency, weapons manufacturers were interested in elongated wars because that was the best profitable area for them. They could sell weaponry in a long period of time on high margins. Well, that was one. However, this already created a conflict with the United States professional military leadership, the Pentagon, because they knew that long wars were detrimental to the perceptions about the US military power. If there was a long war that suggested other opponents that, yeah, the US military is not that strong at all. Well, this was a problem already before the Trump presidency. Now, Trump came into power in 2017 and he went beyond this problem when he threatened the United States allies, mostly within NATO, that if the allied countries don't pay 2% of their GDP on defense, which means they don't buy enough US weapons, the United States won't defend them. Now, on the one hand, the military industrial complex, the weapons manufacturers, supported Trump in this intention, because that meant all the allied countries would spend more on United States weaponry. It meant even larger profit for them. On the other hand, this message was received negatively by the Pentagon, because this was a message that the United States was not capable of defending these countries at all. So this message, this threat by Trump, made these perceptions about the United States military power even worse. Therefore, the military leadership decided to remove Trump from the equation. No, Trump is not welcome here. He should go. How did they do that? They had to reveal information about the weapons manufacturers, the military industrial complex. It is possible that these companies are the ones who have the know-how about the extraterrestrial crafts which were crashed since the 1940s. And they had to reveal these secrets. The Pentagon started leaking videos, the Tic Tac and the Go Fast videos were leaked during 2017, and the New York Times reported about them. Later in 2019, couple of weeks before there were proceedings about Trump's first impeachment, the Pentagon acknowledged that those videos were true, and they also released some more videos. Now, it was during 2019. Trump didn't know anything about the conflict of the Pentagon and the military industrial complex. Maybe some friends from the military industrial complex talked about this conflict to him, but Trump just signed a measure that all the crash retrievers should be reported in 2020. Now, I'm not sure about the crash retrievers, but I'm sure that he signed something within the COVID measures that started a disclosure process. Now, nothing happened, and so far Trump is talking only about those military personnel who witnessed vehicles that were whose capabilities were far beyond of the military capacities of the United States. Now, Trump never talked about crash retrieval. That's the borderline, because in 2023 David Grush could have a congressional hearing. He also said that there were crash retrieval programs. Therefore, I am pretty sure that this is not a controlled disclosure by the military industrial complex. All this information must come from the Pentagon, and Pentagon's interest is to reveal the military industrial complex, to discredit them. That's behind these phenomena, that's behind the congressional hearings, and this can be corroborated by further evidence as well. David Grush was working on interviews for more than 4 years, and he reported about them in late 2022 already. So he started his work during the first Trump presidency. Michael Salla got, I don't know the credibility of those information, insider information by a whistleblower who is just named JP. I am hesitant whether JP is a credible source. I don't think so, but this was happening also since the first Trump presidency. Therefore, this is the main conflict. Military leadership, some might call it deep state. No, let's name it the US military leadership and the weapons manufacturer. That's the main thing. I don't know the outcome of this conflict. I don't know. But this is just the beginning of one chaotic period within the United States. And my fear is that it's unlikely that the military industrial complex could be fully revealed. So this is for today. More about this later as well. Hopefully I can publish the global economic analysis shortly. Thanks for now. See you in the next one.